Hey guys, I'm here to do the mixed girl tag. If you see my other videos about only if you're mixed you can have good hair or what is black, then you kind of know where my point of view stands with this whole topic, but I'm just going to do the tag anyways and hopefully you'll learn some more about me. So the first question is, what are you mixed with? So my dad was born and raised in Kenya to a Kenyan mum, and his dad was from South Africa. So he's half South African, half Kenyan, and his dad's family is from Holland, so they were Dutch South Africans. I think they were called the Afrikaans. And my mum is fully Tanzanian. She was born and raised there. Both her parents are from Tanzania. Then they moved here whilst my mum was pregnant with me, so I'm a Londoner. What ethnicity have you often been mistaken for? Jamaican. The first thing people guess when they're guessing where I'm from is Jamaica. Are you from Jamaica? Are you from the Caribbean? No. Are you Irish and Jamaican? No. I'm not any part Caribbean, fully African, apart from that part European. Is your hair curly or straight? My hair's curly. Afro when it wants to be. Not comb it out, but when I wash it, it's curly. Was coming from different backgrounds challenging for you growing up? I wouldn't say the backgrounds was challenging. I would say more the religion side of it, because obviously, if you don't really know, my mum was raised as a Muslim and she married my dad, and my mum and dad married each other. My dad converted to Islam, but my family have never been strong Muslims, so people, obviously kids like to bully people, right? So it was always I was too Muslim for the Christians and too Christian for the Muslims. That makes sense? But yeah, religion was always the only thing that I was ever like picked on for, if that makes sense. Yeah. But in terms of my ethnicity or like the colour I am or the fact that I'm mixed, no, that was never an issue. There was nothing that people actually picked on me for. Which backgrounds do you embrace the most? Well, like I've said in my other videos, because I only know the African side of me, I only know about the Kenyan and the Tanzanian. I've never met my South African side apart from one time, but that part of me was never brought into my upbringing. It's always the East African side, so I embrace more of both Kenya and Tanzania. Probably more Kenya than Tanzania because I go to Kenya more. Even though my family here, all my family here are Tanzanian, all my Kenyan family are in other countries. So I'll just say East Africa, because Kenya and Tanzania are pretty much, because they're neighbouring countries, they're very much the same. And South Africa is a completely different country that I don't think my dad's even visited. So I don't embrace with that side at all, just my East African side. Have you ever been ashamed of being multiracial? Being multiracial, I never actually, like I always knew where I was from, always knew that, never denied where I'm from, right? But because of the fact that I identify more with the black side of me, being called multiracial is always like recently become kind of a weird thing, because when I'm filling in those forms, you know, and they tell you what is your background, I've always ticked Black British or African British, whatever. I never thought to put mixed, because I've always just seen myself as black, even though I am obviously mixed with other cultures. Because the majority of me is black, that's what I've always seen myself as. And in terms of being multiracial, because of the fact that Kenya and Tanzania are so close together, like the cultures are basically the same, it hasn't been an issue. And South Africa hasn't really been part of my life, so I've always just seen myself as East African. Do you think that being mixed has its benefits? What benefits can being mixed have? I mean, being from any country has its benefits. Being fully whatever has its benefits. Being mixed has its benefits. I mean, the only thing that I like is that people can never guess where I'm from. Or when people do guess where I'm from, it's like, oh my god, how did you know that? So yeah, benefits, I wouldn't really say it has its benefits. I just like being able to say that I'm from like more than one country, rather than just being like, yeah, from this country. And I know that my child's going to be like, yeah, I'm from this, that. I mean, I just like having the list. really. I know people would claim that mixed people have good hair, which is one of my videos obviously, but I don't think being mixed has any effect on my hair. I think my mum's side of my family has nice hair, and my dad's side of the family has nice hair. What makes being multiracial a beautiful thing? Family parties. The different foods that you get at a family party. It's just the fact that you can learn from other races, you can learn from other cultures, from other ethnicities. Just the learning factor of it, and being more open. It makes you a lot more open to different things, rather than thinking, okay, you have to be a certain kind of person, or this is a certain way because of the way I was brought up. No, learning from different people is what makes it all just magical. Any advice to someone who struggles with their multiracial identity? I would just say embrace who you are. Like, with me, I tend to lean towards one side because of the way that I was brought up, but I would say learn more about your others. Learn more about the other parts of you, your heritage, your history. Like, I want to make a family tree. I want to learn more about my dad's dad and his side of the family because I know nothing about them. I just feel like embrace it, learn about it, accept yourself for it, and just love it.